Hey guys, this is Mr. Riz here, and I'm here to help you guys out with the 114 Part 4 assignment here. So we're going to add the guess higher or lower conditional to the feedback. So let's get this started. So once again, I'm going to have the instructions here, which you can see there's kind of long, a little bit of clues here of what to do. And then on the right side, we have our coding that we're going to be working on. First thing I'm going to do is change our project or save our project name to 114 Part or P4. This is all organized and neat when you guys submit it. So here we go. Let's talk about conditions. Conditionals examine a single factor and select an outcome defined by the programmer, but sometimes you will want to examine more than one factor with conditionals. Checking multiple factors in a single process is called chained conditional statements. Chained conditionals are conditional statements linked one after the other. So the computer will evaluate them to determine which one is true and act on them one that evaluates to true. You will add chain conditionals to your existing app to increase the efficiency of the app. You will add a new feature that tells the user which way they will need to guess, higher or lower, if they don't guess the right answer. Here are the possibilities that can happen. The user guesses the correct number stored in the variable. The user could guess higher than the number stored in the variable, or the user could guess lower than the number stored in the variable. So each part of the condition compares the number guessed to a random number stored in the global variable. If the user guesses higher or lower than the number stored in the global variable, then the programmer should respond differently. Right now, the else statement returns try again. All right. If the guess is incorrect, you should change this response using conditional statements to indicate what they should do next. So we're going to adjust our if-else statement. So I'm going to go to our code here and look at our if statement, and we're going to adjust it to an if-else to remove the else statement, add two else-if statements. All right, so we're going to click the mutator here. We're going to get rid of the else, and we're going to add two else-ifs. I guess we probably could have just added one else statement. There we go. Now, I'm going to just slide this set when you lose table. We're not going to use try again, but here we go. So let's see. If the person gets this right, we probably should talk about the lower or higher label, right? So let's duplicate this one here. And I'm not going to set the lower or higher layer to blank. I'm just going to set it to bingo, B-I-N-G-O. There we go. So if you get it right, it will say the lower higher label will say bingo now and says you win. All right, now let's start talking about our else ifs. We're going to use the math drawer to help determine whether we do this. So let's drag out a equal sign here, but actually if we click on the equal, we mutate this, we can make this a less than symbol. And let's do like what we did over here. So we can get a variable here. We'll get the variable guessed, and we'll check to see if that is less than getting the global secret number. So if we go ahead and get a guess that is less than the secret variable. So let's try to think what we want to do. If somebody guessed a number that was lower than what they typed in, we wouldn't want the win-lose label to say anything, right? We actually might want it to just say try again. We'd probably want the lower or higher label to not say bingo. No, we wanted to say guess higher, right? All right, and that's pretty good. Now we probably want to do the same thing for the other side here, but if it was higher. So I'm going to duplicate this whole block here. I'm going to switch this from less than to greater than. So now if the variable guess was greater than the secret number, we probably want to say try again. And we probably want to say not guess higher, but we'll put it in here. We'll make it say guess lower. All right. So now if we run this, it probably would see what's going on, tell us a direction of which way to guess. We also probably want to do this next step here. We want to set the guess input.text to a blank string. So let's duplicate that and let's put that in afterwards. We could put it in after each step, but what this is going to do now is making sure like when we guess, we get it right or wrong. All right, you know what? I'm going to put it in if it's lower or higher, because maybe if we, I didn't mean to delete that. Let's duplicate that. We'll put one here. Let's duplicate it again. Because if I get it right, I kind of want to see what that number was. It will stay in there. Okay, so let's test this app out now. We're going to check to see if the wrong number was lower or higher, if it actually worked. And then we're going to see if it still works when we get it right. So let's go ahead and stop screen sharing here. I'm going to go ahead and restart my connection to AI Companion. Connect with the code. HUYN. Okay, and let's see the Zoom. How does this look? Okay, so well, right now it's all blank. It says low or higher, win, lose, guess is left. It's all blank. So I'm going to type in a number. I'm going to type, I know the secret number is 55. I'm going to type in 33. And let's see, when I click guess, let's see everything that happens. Okay, good. The text went blank. It says guess higher, try again, guess is left. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and type in another higher number. I know it's 55. I'm going to type in 66. And let's see, it will say guess lower now. You guys can see that. Try again. Okay, so then I'm going to double check this. The actual number worked, 55. So I'll click that and it says bingo, you win, guess left. So let's click the replay label, make sure, okay, that clears off everything. Everything's blank. And if I just type in another number, how about 43? Guess. It says guess higher, try again. So it restarts. Okay, so everything seems to be good. It tried it out, it worked. So now we actually have a game. You could set this up and give it to somebody. They just, once they figure out the secret number the first time, it'd be the same time every time they replay it. All right, so let's go ahead and submit this. We're getting somewhere, guys, but we still got a little bit more to go. All right, guys, have a great one.